In fantasy football, the name recognition has a big impact on who you choose. But guess what? What's something you and Stevie Wonder both has in common? You're about to judge these players blindly. Hit that intro. So let's play a little game. Let's look at a running back, a wide receiver, and a tight end, and let's see who you would rather for fantasy football in 2023. Let's look. So running back 1 and running back 2. Running back 1 has 186 attempts, 777 yards, and 7 touchdowns in 2022. Running back 2 has 183 attempts, 782 yards, and 7 touchdowns. So you could say it's pretty much even. That's what he had in 2022. For 2023, running back 1 is a backup running back. Running back 2 is a starting running back. Running back 1, the offense in 2022 had a touchdown red zone percentage ranked 23rd in the NFL out of 32 teams. Player 2 had a touchdown red zone percentage ranked of 11th in the NFL in 2022. In 2022, running back 1 also had 48% of snaps played. Running back 2 has 71% of snaps played in 2022. Running back 1 is being drafted as the RB26. Running back 2 is being drafted as the RB33. Now pause the video and ask yourself why that is. Can you take a guess at who these players might be? You guessed it. Running back 1 is A.J. Dillon. Running back 2 is James Conner. So once again, A.J. Dillon being the running back 26 compared to James Conner being the running back 33 is most likely being drafted off a name value. I understand A.J. Dillon has upside, but who would you rather have in your team? Most likely you'd rather have James Conner, but the name value matters in this situation. Let's look at player number 2. The wide receiver 1 in 2022 had 74 receptions, 1,029 yards, 7 touchdowns. Wide receiver 2 had almost 100 receptions, 925 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Wide receiver 1 is a wide receiver 2 on his team. Wide receiver 2 is a wide receiver 1 on his team. Player 1 had 74% of snaps played in 2022. Wide receiver 2 had 97% of snaps played in 2022. Would you rather have someone who's on the field for 97% of the time or 74% of the time? Wide receiver 1 is being drafted as a wide receiver 13. Wide receiver 2 is being drafted as a wide receiver 26. Now that's a huge difference. Once again, pause the video. Ask yourself, can you think of who these players are? I'll give you a second. Did you guess them? Let's take a look. T. Higgins and Michael Pittman. Now, once again, T. Higgins is being drafted as a wide receiver 13, as a wide receiver 2. I understand he's attached to Joe Burrow. Michael Pittman is being drafted as a wide receiver 26, and I understand he's being labeled and attached to a rookie quarterback. But once again, if you're looking at players who's on the field, a wide receiver 1 on this team, Michael Pittman has upside. And you also got Anthony Richardson on the team now, who's going to give him the ball. I do think that Michael Pittman is a better buy in fantasy football. But once again, based off of name value, T. Higgins is what's being drafted right now. But you got to look at the context, look at the stats, not the names. Let's look at player 3. All right. So the tight end 1 in 2022 had 63 receptions, 732 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The tight end 2 had 58 receptions, 55 yards, 555 yards, and 4 touchdowns. The tight end 1 averaged 68% of snaps played in 2022. The tight end 2 had 61% of snaps played in 2022. So you could say they're somewhat even at this point. The tight end 1 is on a 26 scoring offense, and this was in 2022. The tight end 2 was on the 13th scoring offense in 2022. Tight end 1 has a second-year struggling quarterback. Tight end 2 is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Now, just based off of that alone, who would you rather have? But let's dig a little deeper. Tight end 1 is being drafted as a tight end 9. He's being drafted as a tight end 1. Tight end 2 is being drafted as the 21st tight end off the board. Can you take a guess as to who these players are? Let's take a look. Pat Freiermuth and Gerald Everett. Now, do you think Gerald Everett should be drafted as a tight end 21 compared to Pat Freiermuth being drafted as a tight end 9? I don't think so. But once again, you base it off a name value. You have to dig a little deeper, look into the context. Drop a couple of names below and see what we want to do next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.